Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is your boy Freeze, and today I actually got a special treat, and it's kind of interesting because it came out after I recorded my premiere video. In playtest, we now have the new weapon that is coming to the game, and it is called the Forge of Solus Prime. It is going to be a weapon that's going to be available next week during that event, and this is going to be my first time testing it. So, definitely looking forward to that. Um, Here we've got the Forge of Solus Prime, and you can see the tooltip there. It says, and this is at level 1 now, 4 to 5 star. Deal 1.3 times normal attack damage to bots and combiners. The equipped bot also receives hack immunity. So already I'm interested. Anytime you talk about something that's going to do additional damage to bots and combiners, I already see it as a good offensive weapon. Hack immunity is good. But those two first parts of that tooltip tell me that maybe this is something that might be good against Beachcomber and Deluge. I haven't tested yet. This is my first time. I just got it. I jumped on to my video recording software and started recording. So what you see is what you get. This will be my very first time trying it. So moving on in the tooltip, it says slam down on an area every 10 seconds, deal 150% DPS. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm starting to think maybe melee special for something like this. Oh, yeah, we'll have to see who we can equip. Alright, so you got that damage, and then on top of that, it's going to heal 16% of all damage dealt and revive with 60% of health when close to death once per battle. So now you got a lot of elements. So you've got some additional damage to the bots and combiners. You got some hack immunity there. You got some additional DPSs. And I'm looking at something kind of like maybe with like a Bud Strike or a Lancelot type thing built in there as far as the hack immunity and the additional damage. You're gonna get some healing, so you get a kind of like a pterodactyl, Pterodaxdon type ability, and then you get like a little bit of like the junk heap effect going on. So I want to see which one of these abilities what goes up. So it looks like the bot and combiner damage multiplier goes up and the self healing goes up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step away for a second, max this thing out, and we will take a look at the stats one more time before we hit the battlefield. Alright, so I just took the Forge of Solus up to level 10. And so now you can actually see the full tooltip. So now you're getting your bot and combiner damage multiplier up to 2.0. And the self-healing amount is 25%. So when I was looking at it, I was looking at I was looking at the healing being kind of like I said, pterodactyl, Taraxodon. Um, so now you get a significant amount more healing, and this is something that I think you want to use. So now I'm looking at if you have BBE available, which will also be part of the leaderboard if you're one of the people that goes and competes to earn them. Um, Now you can go all the way up to a damage multiplier at 2.2 and a slam healing amount of 28%. So that would be maxed out at level 11. I don't have any BBE on the playtest server, so without the binary bonds, I'll leave it at level 10. This is probably where most players are going to play with it at. And let's give it a whirl. So let's see. I want to, and I got some options here. I'm trying to think of something that I already use. I want to see what it looks like on a tank, so I'm going to go ahead and I got Pterodactyl up here on Bludgeon, which is Ironhide for you guys on the Autobot side. I'm going to unequip that and try to see how I like this on Bludgeon. Just to start out, I'm just kind of curious. So we'll go over to the battlefield after I get through all of these different screens. Now let's put them in place of block. So I just got another re-import of my account on playtest, and it took everything up back to exactly where I was at on the my main account, my actual account. And so it's just kind of interesting that after I fixed everything from the re-import, that I got this going now. But um, so I may or may not use it like this. Let's see how it goes. But first go around, I just want to see what it looks like, and this is just a reminder of what it does. And I'll put them up here. I'm gonna actually put them out in front of an outpost bot, and this will be the one time I don't pop it. And so yeah, every 10 seconds he's gonna get that additional damage. Now I might not use it on a rush tank like that. I want to actually probably focus a little bit more on more damage aspect, but it looks like the damage might not be working correctly. I'm gonna try it on a melee special here in a bit. But I also want to give him a chance to get close to death too, and see if that revive works. So I'm just gonna let him keep getting hit. But you can see on a rush tank, so you got some options here because on a rush tank, they're gonna have high health, so they're just gonna keep regenerating their health. So that's gonna give them insane durability. But if they do get taken out, then they're supposed to be able to do a revive. Oh man, that's huge. That revive is working. And dude, this is gonna be huge because now that you got anti-hack, and this is gonna be something that you can use against shield clusters. This is gonna be something that you can use against Deluge and Beachcomber. Wow, that's pretty impressive so far. I'm not going front. And when a buddy of mine actually reached out to me, and he saw the tooltip on the live server. Sometimes if you just go in the missing in action section, you'll see this stuff. And so he had this on the live server, and it was kind of wild. I was like, man. Now, obviously, now I know somebody's gonna go ask about the pairings. Like this is my first time testing it, so normally I run um, bludgeon. I've been running them off and on with the Onyx Prime Core. Obviously, there's no reason to do that with this core. It's just gonna actually slow things down. So don't focus on that, please. And every time I say that, somebody still winds up messaging me, asking me that. Like, don't focus on that part. I'm just want to see what this thing does on this first run. I'm not saying later on if you stick with me in my live streams or my premiere videos, I'll probably start coming up with some tactics for this thing. But I'm not there yet, so we'll start looking at pairings and stuff like that probably over the next week. But man, this makes me curious because for me personally, I'm not gonna do the endurance event to try to get this thing because it's just way too competitive and probably gonna cost me too much time and money. But it does make me wonder if I want to go buy this thing or not. This might be worth buying flat out. And I have been very, very opposed to spending $150 to this thing, but um, for me, I've got I got a couple of $100 in YouTube checks that I could spend. So, um, hmm. And I always said that any money I made creating content, I'd probably put right back into the game. So, man, that's a tough decision as it stands right now. I like it. So let's try it on a different bot. See me take I'm gonna take bludgeon out. I'll put block back in. So I wanna get a melee special in here. So how about I'm gonna let me go try T2. That's Optimal Optimus for you guys on the Autobot side. Now this could get interesting because on top of him having the golden disc, and a buddy of mine actually brought this up to me just in conversation. Shout out to Big Blade. He's also a content creator. Make sure you guys check him out. But he was like, if he's gonna essentially vector with his golden disc, and then you add this, he's gonna have some pretty sick revives. And I was like, man, you got a point. So let's try that. And I'm gonna kind of do the same thing. I'm just gonna let him walk. I'm not even gonna try to really do anything. And he already does big damage, so I want to look at his tooltip real quick. So yeah, he's doing 925, and I got him at level 66. I ain't got him max. Like this is the level that I have him on my actual live account as well, so I don't got him maxed out. But should be able to do quite a bit. And the golden disc isn't maxed out either. But it does make me curious because even with him still having a few levels left and him being very very popular, this could be something awesome. Now I do wonder, um, one of the things I have been using Lancelot and Buzz Strike on him just so because he has a tendency to run away, and I do wonder how those animations will work on a team, but I will try that at some other time. But yeah, nice little melee there, and obviously he's gonna do some massive damage to clear with his ability. But then this could be one of those things that you want to use on defense as well. I mean, that healing is pretty substantial. If you watch his health bar down there, I'm wondering it might be doing a little bit too much, but I have to calculate it. I'm not there yet right now. We're just taking a look at what he does. And looks like we got a bug there where he's kind of just bumping into the wall. So I'll be on the lookout for that in test. Don't worry, I will make sure to mention that. But yeah, now that's solid, man. I mean, this dude's gonna be really tough to kill like that. And then I probably won't look at the 4-star. I'm actually about to head out to go travel. I'm not gonna look at it today, but I do plan on looking at that on a live stream, because then I kind of wonder like how how highly do I rate this how highly do I rate this 4-star as well? Because sounds like it'll be a 4-star worth using. But what I'll probably do is I'll probably end up sending out some stuff on my Discord. So if you're not a member of my Discord channel, now is probably a good time so that you can go in there and I take pictures of all this stuff and post it. After I make the video, because I don't want anybody to just get the tooltip and then not watch my videos. But yeah, man, no, that's solid. So yeah, that's my pretty positive first impression. Let me think if there's anything else I really want to cover with that. I think it's gonna be pretty good. I don't know. I'm not sure how I want to use it yet. Like I'm well may use this on a tank. Let me see what my outpost spots are because let me see how this does against Deluge and Beachcomber because it seems to me like it's a pretty good counter to that. It seems like it's a pretty good counter to, well, counter to the counter. But it seems like it seems really useful in that regard. Yeah, you got like a little bit of like an alchemist type thing going on. And I probably shouldn't have used that ability because I said I didn't really let him exactly give him an opportunity to get hacked. Man, this is really cool because he just keeps losing. I put him in a kill zone to just keep getting wiped out, and he just kept regenerating health. So, okay, obviously that's a bug. It says that I won there, but um, yeah, man, I like it. You guys, let me know in the chat how you think. What do you think based off of what you've seen so far? I am gonna make more content talking about this after I've had more of an opportunity to play around with it. But my first impression of this is very, very positive. I want to be very clear about that. So, look forward to seeing y'all on the next live stream to talk about this in more detail. And I look forward to seeing y'all on the battlefield. Freezius out.